Hello everyone. Today I am going to tell you something about stem cells. What are these stem cells? All of you know the simple cells or the complex cells. The stem cells, the basic definition of this is these are the biological cells that are found in all multicellular organisms that can divide through mitosis and differentiate into diverse specialized cell types and can self-renew to produce more stem cells. In mammals, there are two broad types of stem cells. Number one is embryonic stem cells. The name suggests that it develops or they are present in the embryo. And the second one is the adult cells which are present in various tissues. There are basic type of the stem cells that depends upon the potency of the cells. Number one, which is very important, is totipotent cells. Again, toti means total. They produced by fertilization and they can develop into a complete organism. Here you have to remember that these totipotent cells are the only cells which can able to develop into a complete organism. Second type is pluripotent cells. They are the descendants of totipotent cells. They can differentiate into any nearly all cells of three germinal layers. The next is multipotent cells which can differentiate into cells of the close related family of the cells. Then unipotent cells, they can produce only one type of their own cells and they have a property of self-renewal which is distinguishes from the other non-stem cells. So here we already saw the different types of the stem cells depending upon the potential or the potency. Then again, what are the different sources of these stem cells? In adult stem cells, there are number of locations like the brain, liver, number of blood vessels, pancreas, epithelia of the cells, bone marrow. So everywhere or in each organ, these stem cells are present. The embryonic stem cells, they are present in the blastocyst or they are present in the blastula stage, which is called as early embryonic stem, or are present or easy to isolate from the blastocyst. The ideal stem cells, when you are saying that they are ideal, means they have some important properties or they are having some properties which are different from the other cells. The most important properties are they are proliferate extensively and generate sufficient quantities of the tissue. They differentiate into a desired cell type, which is a very important property. They survive in a recipient after the transplant, integrate into the surrounding tissue after transplant, and avoid harming the recipient in any way throughout the lifetime. So these are the ideal stem cells, or these are the properties which are required to this ideal stem cells. At the same time, there are number of advantages of these stem cell therapies. A hope to cure the diseases like Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, spinal cord injury, heart diseases, osteoarthritis, stroke, burns and whatnot. That means in each and every disease these stem cell therapies are very, very useful. And nowadays, these particular therapies are developed in the multinational cities or the it is believed to replace the need for human organ transplant and prosthetics. With the help of scientists to learn about human growth and cell development, millions of potential drugs can be tested without use of animal or the human testers. It holds the key to reversing the aging and prolonging our lives. So from this you can easily judge that these stem cells are very, very important. But at the same time, many disadvantages are also there. The use of embryonic stem cells involves the destruction of blastocysts formed from laboratory fertilized human eggs. For those people who believe that life begins at conception, the blastocyst in the human life, and to destroy it is immoral and unacceptable. Like any other new technology, it is also completely unknown what the long-term effects of such an interference with nature could materialize. Embryonic stem cells may not be the solution for all ailments. That means, while using these stem cells, some ethical problems are there. According to new research, it was used on the heart disease patient. It was found that it can make their coronary arteries narrower. A disadvantage is that they are pre-specialized. For instance, blood stem cells make only the blood. The brain stem cells make only the brain cells. These are derived from embryos that are not a patient's own, and a patient's body may reject them. That is the main disadvantage of this stem cells, use of this stem cell. So the success rate while using this stem cell is very less. But there is also a facility which is also called as the stem cell banking. What is the stem cell banking? The stem cells are extracted from the umbilical cord after birth. They are used in rebuilding the blood cells and strengthening the immune system of the patient with blood diseases such as leukemia and anemia. They may also be used to treat neurological diseases such as brain paralysis, Alzheimer's disease, but these cells are not attacked by the immune system because they quickly develop into a neutral state. And the most important source of the stem cell is the umbilical cord, which is a rich source of these cells. It may contain as many as 200 million stem cells. So I think this is the elementary knowledge of the stem cells. Thank you.